Hey guys, Albert here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are discussing the current conditions of the real estate market. We are officially in the second quarter of 2023. Things are rocking and rolling. Things are busy. Things are moving. And we wanted to look at some numbers. We wanted to look at some data to show you where the market currently is. Is it exactly where it feels like it is, where it's still competitive, people are overbidding and all that good stuff? Is the market going down? Is it going up? How's the sales? All this good stuff we're going to cover in this video. But before we get into it, some housekeeping. Subscribe to our channel. Share this video with other people. Share this video with people who are thinking about moving here. That is how we grow the channel. That is how you help us grow. And yeah, subscribe and let's get into the video. All right, so in this video, we will cover 3 categories of the main product that is sold in real estate. Single family homes, multifamily homes, which is super popular, obviously, in Rhode Island. And then also we're going to cover condos. We're going to cover a couple of different areas to see where the numbers are now compared to the same time last year. So let's just start with single family homes. Average price for a single family home right now is $395,000. Guess what? It went up by 2.6%. So it went up, right? If you listen to the news, if you listen to other things, you might think that the real estate market is going down, but real estate went up by 2.6%. Now, I can back this up. I can tell you that it's so competitive out there that it makes sense that prices are still going up because it takes so much effort and so much time to put a deal together with a buyer because there's 10, 15 buyers competing for a house. Now, yes, there's certain houses that are staying in the market for a little longer, but the houses are in decent shape, motivated buyers, presented correctly, advertised well by agents. They're going and they're getting sold and they're still selling over asking. Here's what is down though. Number of sales. The number of sales month over month is down 23.7%. So the number of sales is down 23.7%. There were only 557 sales that happened last month, which is really not a lot if you compare it to last year. So that number went down. And obviously that also shows, it's very interesting actually if you look at it because it shows we still are in a competitive market, right? Prices are still going up by 2.6%, although the number of sales has dropped by 23%. How is this possible if you were to think about it? Well, it's very simple. Inventory is still low. Interest rates are high. So now with interest rates going up, it definitely kicked a huge amount of buyers out of the market, but it still was not enough so for it to have a balanced market. So that's why we still have a very strong seller's market, although interest rates have gone up. Let's say there were 10 buyers for a house that was, again, in decent shape, priced well, advertised well. After interest rates went up, now we're maybe at 6 buyers. But again, it is still competitive because there's still 6 buyers trying to buy a house. This almost never happened before, and that's why we are where we are. But obviously, the number of sales has dropped. All right, so check out this slide here, right? Rhode Island single family home sales. This is comparing the last 3 months, January, February, and March. And then it's also looking down at January, February, and March of 2022. And we can see the difference. It's very, very interesting if you look at it. Okay. Number of solds in January was 462, January 2023. Days on market was 41. And median sales price was $391,375. If we go to January 2022, the number of sales was 758. Days on market was 42, so 1 day more, which is nothing crazy. And the median sales price was $370, right? So the median sales price has increased drastically year over year, even though the number of sales has dropped. Right? So that's very important to look at it. The number of listings that were available for sale, you have 977 in January 2023. And in January 2022, there were 805. So if you go to February 2023, the number of sold properties was 392. In February 2022, the number of sold properties was 555. Okay? You can see a huge drop there as well, right? And the main reason here was, this was a time of very unpredictability and interest rates went up and there's just a lot happening. So it obviously shows here. Median sales price drop at 384 and it was at 368 February 2022. So it still is higher than it was last year, but it's lower than it was in January 2023, as you can see here. And then we have March 2023, 557 homes sold, 40 days in the market, 395 median sales price. So median sales price keeps going up. Okay, now it's higher than it was in January. If we go to March 2022, the number of sales 730. Okay, days on the market 32, and then median sales price was 385. Okay, so as you can see, these are the numbers. These are numbers pulled directly from the MLS. These are raw, fresh out of the oven numbers. I didn't make any of this up. I didn't even do the research. The MLS provides us with this data. It's just our job to look at these numbers and kind of give people the right information to make decisions. You can see that the number of sales has dropped because, again, interest rates went up and it kicked out a lot of buyers in the market. But because inventory is still so low, we're still in this position where it's still competitive and prices are still going up. And that's why I tell people all the time, the prices are going to continue to go up unless we have an extra 4,000 homes that hit the market tomorrow, which is what, guess what? Not going to happen. And I can't talk about inventory here anymore because Mason gets mad at me because we talk about it all the time. All right, so in this next slide, we're looking at Rhode Island multifamily home sales. All right, so in this next slide, we're looking at Rhode Island multifamily home sales. Obviously, still a hot market, but it's just so, the multifamily market is so out of control. Prices are high. Not a lot of sales happening. There's not a lot for sale in the multifamily market. Certain areas, I mean, properties are going at 2 doors, going for $600,000-$700,000. It just depends on where it is. But so here's some numbers, right? So let's look first at January 2023 and 2022 to just compare. Number of sold multis, 116 in 23 January. January 2022, 183. Median price, 440 in January, 399 in January 2022. Okay, so it's very. If you look at it, it's not a drastic change besides the number of solds, which is down by 36%. Okay, so that's a pretty drastic number. The change between 2022 and 23 is about 36%. Number of sales is down. Now look at this. This is where things are getting a little bit more interesting. February was a very off month, right? Number of sold multifamilies, 71. Days on the market, 30. Median price, 450. Again, median price went up. And then if you look at February 2022, the number of solds, 150. More than double. If you look at the number of solds in February 2022, 150. So slightly more than double. Days on market, 33. 410,000 median sales price, right? Median sales price is still higher in February 2023, although the number of sales is down. Who can explain that? What does that mean? Again, low inventory, high interest rates, still a lot of buyers in the market that are buying, but because the inventory is so low, it doesn't matter that interest rates are up because prices are still going up. And it's crazy to see. It's very interesting. The number of sales a year over year, the change between 2002 and 2023 in February is 52.6%. That's crazy. Minus 52% down. And then let's see March sales in 2023, 121. In 2022, 165. It's a minus 26% decline. So that's the difference. Okay, guys. So here you have that's the multifamily data, right? Less sales happening overall in any category, single family, multifamily. We're also going to look at condos in a second, but sales are happening less. But again, prices keep going up, although everything else is down. It's really interesting to look at because you would not, if you look at data, if you look at, okay, number of sales is dropping, this is dropping, you automatically in your mind are thinking prices are dropping, but they're not. Prices are going up. And that's very interesting. It's very interesting to see that is actually still happening. All right, so let's check out the condominium market in Rhode Island quickly. January 2023, 94 sold. January 2022, 161. It's a 41% decline. February of 23, 83 sold. February 22, 147. 43% decline. And then March improved a little bit. 124 sold in March, 175 sold in March 2022, 29% decline. Guess what? Median sales price, January 2023, 320, February 2023, 308, and March 2023, 319,000. If you look at median sales price in January and February and March of 2022, you got 299, 305, 305, right? The prices have declined. The number of solds has declined by about 41%, 43%, and then 29%. And then the number of the median sales price has gone up by 6.67, 0.98, 4.90, right? So it's very interesting to see these numbers, these changes. If you look at the number of solds, actually the most drastic drop in any category is the condos. So it's really important to keep that in mind. By the way, we have these slides available. If you want these slides, just shoot us an email. Our information is going to be below, and I can send you these slides. You can look at them for yourself. They are directly generated from the MLS. Like I said, really good data to have. And yeah, that's about it. If you guys found some value in this video, subscribe to our channel, share this video with someone who is afraid to make a move because they think that the real estate market is crashing, which is not. Things are interesting, but the market is nowhere near crashing. Subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you in the next video.